Okay folks, welcome back to the Long Dark. We are exactly where we left off. Quite literally, I literally had a 10-second pause from finishing the last video before starting this one, so I am even standing in exactly the same place. Yes, we are here in Camp Office. Our flare is at... Let's get rid of the flare actually. The flare's about to burn out. We've got some decent daylight in here. We can see what we're doing. So we're going to loot Camp Office in this video. Then we're going to head ourselves back over to the cabins. We're going to see what we can find in the cabins. And then we are going to head back to Trapper's cabin. But before we do that, I just wanted to show you Billy the Bass. If anyone remembers Billy the Bass, you will know why it is the most hated thing in the history of anything. Anyway, it's not actually Billy the Bass, but for anyone who remembers it. There we go. Right, okay, so let's start breaking things down then. So I'm going to harvest anything that's in here that I can harvest for tinder plugs or firewood. I'm just going to gather it all up and then we'll do the harvesting in a minute. We've got some Summit soda. I know I can break the chair down. It's probably worth doing that. I mean, I literally am going to strip it clean. So we've got lots of resources from breaking down the chair. We're not planning on doing any long-term survival here. Unlike normal. Normally this is my base. This is where I normally set myself up. But in this playthrough, I'm not doing it. Frontier Shooting Guide. We have another one. So that's 2 of those we've got now. We have another stack of papers. A whetstone, or wheatstone, I never do know how to say that. That's cool, another stack of papers. Newsprint, anything in the first aid box? Antibiotics, antiseptic, anything in the workbench? More newsprint, and we have a line there. We could do some fishing actually while we're out in the fishing huts. Aha! That's just turned this trip into a slightly more interesting venture. We shall do some fishing while we are out here. Let's break down this chair. Just going to watch my dehydration level. Let's just drink... wrong one. Let's just drink a soda. So that will give me some calories as well. So 2 for the price of 1. Stack of papers. Let's do the traditional go through the filing cabinet. Oh, which normally has nothing in it, but on this one occasion it decided to have something in it. There we go. So nothing else in there. Tin of sardines. In real life, you know, I'd be pretty stuffed in the Long Dark because I'm actually allergic to fish. I can't eat fish. So if I was finding tins of sardines in the Long Dark and that's all I could find, I would be absolutely stuffed. So let's head up the hill. I can't eat eggs either. Everyone always says, how do you survive without eggs and without fish? It's like, easily, because I've never been able to eat them, so I don't miss them. Dead dude. We called him Carl at one point, and that's because Akirise calls him Carl, so I call him Carl as well. Okay, so what else have we got to show? We've got a book, we'll have that. There's a lot more clutter around than there used to be, which is good. It looks good. It looks a lot better visually. It used to be that the only things that were around on the ground were things that you could pick up. But now, there's all sorts of other debris and stuff around, which you just cannot find anything else. I think I've pointed this out before. There's a dream catcher there on the just above the bed. I actually make dream catchers. I make them and sell them as part of... it's actually my girlfriend's business, not mine, but I actually make and sell dream catchers, so... If you are interested in dream catchers, please do drop me a line. Okay, so we'll take the charcoal. I'm not going to light a fire. Cloth. I'm going to break that down. Give me repair materials. I'm going to take the bedroll. I'm going to search the cupboard. We're going to pick up the book. And we have a note. The note is one of the collectible items. Ding, 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 ding. Contributed by one of the Kickstarter backers. I'm going to leave that on the screen. If you want to read it all the way through, you can pause it, or of course you can come and find it in the game yourself. I am going to take it. I'm going to try and gather all of the collectible items together in one place, which of course is going to be the Grey Mother's house. Okay, so let's break down all of this for the firewood. I am going to haul it. It may well be, because I really am going absolutely stripping it down, I may have to make several trips. I'm going to have the table as well. There we go. Okay. The trunk. There's no trunk. In Wintermute, there's a great big trunk there, but there isn't one. Weak. In fact, I'm sure the trunk was actually here in my other survival playthrough, so I'm not quite sure where that's gone. Right, can we have that table as well? Yes, I can. Let's have that one. Although we are dehydrated and hungry, so I need to be a bit careful. Okay, so we've pretty much stripped upstairs. There's nothing else in here. Did I check those 2 drawers? No, I didn't.
I need a drink.
Yeah, don't worry. Decent wool mittens. And nothing. Okay, that's fine. Forgot to check those. Okay, so downstairs then. I need to stash everything that I am carrying, and I think what I'm going to do is just dump it all in the filing cabinet so I know where it is, rather than chuck it around on the floor. I know it looks cool to have it all chucked around on the floor, but I just want to be able to find it later. So let us ditch absolutely anything that we don't need to be taking with us. There's lots of firewood here, so I'm going to ditch pretty... in fact, let's get rid of all of it. Sticks, I'm going to get rid of about half of them. I want to be able to start a fire whilst I'm out there, but I don't want to be carrying around tons of stuff. So let's get rid of a bedroll. We don't need to be carrying that. We'll get rid of the frontier shooting line. We'll get rid of the fishing line for now. We don't have a hook. That's a good point, actually. I didn't bring the one with a hook. Oh, I filled that drawer up. Let's go to the next one. I didn't bring a fishing line with a hook. I've only got the line. I have actually got one with a hook on it back in Trapper's Cabin. I'm sure I have. Okay, I know they're slightly better, but it's only fractional, so we'll just drop them in here. Spare medicines. I am literally just ditching everything into here. I just want to maximise my my material gathering and collection potential by getting rid of absolutely everything I don't need to be carrying with me. So I am going to get rid of those tinder plugs. I'm going to get rid of that birch bark, the magnifying glass. I have got some firewood and some sticks, so I can light a fire whilst I'm out and about. Medicines, I don't need to be carrying around so many antibiotics. I am going to keep those because I think I might need them for food supply more than anything else. So I've got 8 kilos that I can use as carrying weight to come back with from the other side. So, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, so let's eat and drink. So I'm going to eat the sardines, and then I shall drink some water. Now I've just realised I've come on this trip. I didn't actually bring enough water with me, so I'm going to have a small fire here and make some. Right, okay, so we are half tired. We've still got these sprained wrists. Let's just take some painkillers and get rid of them, shall we? I've only got 2 painkillers actually. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Condition's still okay, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's make our way over to the cabins then. There's actually a chair there and break down for some more firewood. Let's make our way across the fishing huts. Ooh, on second thoughts, let's not make our way across to the fishing huts. Let's do something else. I thought that would be alright. I couldn't hear any nasty wind noise or anything. I thought it was going to be fine. Oh dear. Right, okay, so let us, in that case, we'll do a little fire. So we'll go cardboard matches, cattail head, and a stick. It's only going to give me... Oh, take the charcoal. Always take the charcoal. Gives us plenty of map making abilities. Let's switch to wood matches. Gives us a slightly better chance of success. And we won't use the cedar, we'll just use sticks. And we'll just get this burning. And hopefully this will allow me...
Come on, little fire. Come on.
That's my sentiments exactly. Come on. Now normally if it makes it this far it does light. There we go. Okay, so let's chuck... I'm going to chuck 2 bits of cedar on there, and then we're going to make 2 litres of water. I don't make too much, although that said, I can always stash some in here and have it as an emergency standby just in case. But we'll
starving.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So we're a couple of litres. There we go. So hopefully that'll be fine. I've actually still got plenty of fire going on there, but. Right, so let's just stick our head back outside, see if the weather's improved any. I know I'm wasting a little bit of fire there, but It hasn't, so let's go back in. Okay, so now a little bit stuck. Can I do any of my... I've got my things like reishi mushrooms. Let's go ahead and cook my reishi mushrooms and my rose hips. We'll make those usable. They're not usable at the moment, so let's make them useful. Awesome. In fact, one of these will also act as our painkiller, so can't remember which one, but one of them will. I'm not quite sure what that little symbol means. Oh, is that telling me I'm increasing my my food skill? That's probably what it's telling me. Fine by me. My goodness me, I've got a lot of reishi mushrooms. Well, that's good because it gives me calories. Every one of these is a calorie store, so I'm not going to argue. Oh, my fire's gone out. Oh, is this going to finish? No! Please tell me I don't lose my rose hips. No, I don't. It's actually the rose hips that I need as well to sort out my sprains, but never mind. Okay, we're coming up on darkness now, so what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to eat a cattail because that just gives me a few calories. I think I'm going to try and sleep into the night now. I think we're going to have to go through the night and come out the following morning, so... See, we're not quite at darkness though, that's the only slight problem. If I drink... I'm going to drink some water. Food-wise, I'm getting a little bit stuck. We'll eat the pork and beans. We have a can opener, so we'll use it automatically. You used to have to select it if you wanted it to use it, but now it actually does it automatically. Okay, so that gives us a bit. So let's sleep for as many hours as it'll let me. Let's try and do 8 hours. So this will bring us through to the middle of the night. My sprained wrist has healed, both of them. Okay, so I've woken up fully rested and we are bang in the middle of the night. So let's have a soda. I'll be a bit careful with these because that's my last one. I'm tempted to try and do some nighttime travelling, you know. I don't often do that, but I think I'm going to give it a try. Just to keep things moving. Plus, I don't think the... Oh, actually, no, I think the wolves are still about at night, so... It's not necessarily... safer, but at least we can do something a little bit different. We don't often come out at night, so let's go and do something slightly different. So let's head out into the darkness, and it is dark, it's a little bit overcast, so let's collect some cattails. Cattails are really good. You get tinder from them and you also get obviously food from them. It's not brilliant food, but it's food. And anything is better than nothing. I think that's it. Is that it? Really? I was kind of hoping there'd be a few more than that. Oh, there's a couple more. Cattails are some of the earliest things from the game. They were there right from the get-go. So we're all used to using them. Okay, so let's head out across the lake then. We're going to head towards the first cabin. The first cabin is directly ahead of us. I don't think Mystery Lake has been modified to have weak ice in it. Sincerely hoping it hasn't. I'm going to fall through. Okay, so this is the first of a multitude of cabins across the lake. We're just kind of going to do a bit of a swing around them just to pick up what we can. Here we go. So, ooh, another hatchet. That's pretty awesome spare part. Some peaches. What's in the cupboard? Nothing. What's in the drawers? Nothing. And another soda, so not complete disaster. Okay, let's head for the other one. There is another one as well. I can never remember if there's 3 or 4. I know in my look there might actually be more than that, but let's head over this way. I think I've ever been on that little island in the middle, you know. It's always a bit fun and interesting trying to navigate around here in the dark. Okay, so we've now officially located the ice fishing huts. We've got some reclaimed wood, some cloth, a rifle cartridge.
This stuff will come in handy.
Fishing tackle, excellent. That's what we want. Food source wise, that's going to help us out a lot, I think. Okay, now I've got disorientated. Yeah. I'll carry on heading this way then. This will take us over to the little collection of cabins which are over on the side there. There's the other ice fishing hut. Got the first little collection of cabins. See, I don't often do this. You don't often see me travelling at night, so I thought we'd do it for something different. One of the reasons why I don't tend to do it is I know on YouTube the video tends to be a little bit darker than it is when I'm playing it, so I know you guys are going to struggle to see it. That's why I tend not to travel at night. I tend to travel in the day. Okay, so we are here with the huts. So let's make our way inside to the first one. What are we going to find in here? Ooh, that's quite interesting. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the hut that was featured in one of the missions. I keep calling them quests. I keep thinking back to the Fallout 4 in Wintermute, which I didn't actually complete, so I didn't get to come in here. It's changed a bit. There's a lot more in here than there was pre-Wintermute. Okay, now I'm in a little bit of a quandary. I don't know whether to break everything down like I did before. It's going to be an awful lot of stuff, which I just don't think I'm going to need necessarily. Oh, another dream catcher. So no, I don't think I'm going to bother breaking down the chairs, the tables and everything else, because I think that's just going to be a lot of very heavy stuff for me to lug back to Camp Office that isn't really going to be that useful because we've already got plenty of it, and we can get it from pretty much anywhere we go. So I think we're going to have plenty of that as we go around. Ooh. All these cabins are looking pretty cool actually post Wintermute. I haven't been in any of them since Wintermute came out, so they're all looking pretty cool. Any reclaimed wood I find on the ground I'll pick up. We've got some socks there. I'm not going to bother picking up any more stacks of papers. I think they're not as useful. There's plenty. Again, you don't go short of tinder anymore in the Lombard. There's plenty of it around. So I don't think that's really going to be an issue. I am, of course, also conscious I don't want to waste too much of my lantern fuel. So if I do break anything down, I'm going to turn the light off before I do it. I've got to find it again, though. That's the only problem. There it is. Oh, I can't break it down. It's dark. Oh, that's just typical, isn't it? Alright, okay, not to worry. I just didn't want to waste my my lantern fuel. That's another reason why I'm not breaking any of this stuff down. I don't want to waste my lantern fuel. Right, okay, let's make our way back out. Then there is another cabin, so we're going to have a look at the other one. So there's number 1, there's number 2, and if we come around this side, there's number 3. So let's head inside. See what we get. Again, all of these cabins have been modified quite nicely. Tin of coffee, I will have that. There isn't usually anything in trash cans, but I'll have a look. Anything in here? Nada. Nor Storing stacks of papers. Oh, yeah, we'll have that. More of that. And that is your lot. So not a fat lot in here. More cabins around the edge of the lake. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make our way around to the other cabins around the edge of the lake. And we're going to start gathering things up. And then we'll come back via the huts again. And we may do some ice fishing. I'll see what my weight is. What I might do is just make my way back, drop off everything, and then go and do some ice fishing to get some fish. And then we'll have to think about getting stuff back to Trapper's cabin, but that's going to be starting in the next video. Right now, I am going to say thank you again, as always, for watching The Long Dark. We are making our way through quite a sizable long playthrough, at least we hope so. Let's just extinguish this and have a quick look at our journal, actually, because we haven't looked at that for the last couple of videos. Day 10. If we actually have a look at the stats, you'll see that we've survived for 8 days, and the reason that we are 2 days longer, we have journals for 10 days, but we've only survived for 8. It's because we started the first day part way through, and we're part way through the current day, so it counts us as having been there for 10 days, but 2 of them are not full days. So we've only survived for 8 full days, so that's why the 2 don't marry up. But you can see the stats. We've been to 19 different locations. We've been around 11% of the world. We've survived 8 full days. We're on day 10 in the Long Dark. We have spent, as you can imagine, most of our time indoors. We've not actually spent a full day anywhere other than Mystery Lake and Mountain Town, which sounds about right. Most of the time has been in Mountain Town. Any other interesting statistics? We've had 14 close encounters with wolves. We've had 4 struggles. We've won all 4 of them. We've killed 3 wolves, so 3 of those 4 wolves have actually dropped dead after we have attacked them. I just don't know where they are. I haven't bothered harvesting them. We've snared a rabbit. I think that's a kind of cheaty way of knowing that our snare has actually caught a rabbit there. We just need to go and collect it. We've looted nearly 200 items. We've crafted 22, which is mainly going to be old man's beard dressings and things like that. So yeah, there's some interesting stats in here. I think don't look too much into the all-time stats, because I do know that they got reset when the pre-Wintermute update came out. They actually got, I think they all got reset back to 0. So I have actually played a little bit more than 23 days in Stalker, so I think they got reset. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. So our journal for today, oh, let's have a quick look at this. Cooking is increasing quite nicely, actually. Mending is as well. We haven't done any carcass harvesting, but yeah, our skills are increasing slowly. We've got 2 of the notes. There's 165 cairns in the world. And so far I haven't discovered a single one of them, so I need to try and find out where they are. But we've got some of the notes. I haven't made any general notes of my own, but yeah, we are not doing too badly in terms of our daily log. So what we have done today, we've been around Mystery Lake and the huts and the cabins. We're in really good condition, so yeah, not too bad really. So I'm going to say thank you so much for watching, as always, with The Long Dark. We're going to carry on with this playthrough in the next video. We're going to keep going, and we're going to aim for our target of 100 days. And we're going to aim to keep ourselves over in the Grey Mother's house. That's our challenge. Get everything back there, make that our base. But right now, thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. There will be more videos coming on a hopefully slightly more regular schedule. So I shall say, as always, see you again very, very soon.